Hey guys, it's Fusion Timmy here, and before you do anything, before you dislike the video, before you comment, hear me out, alright? I love Shindo Life. It is literally my favorite game on Roblox right now. Alright, you can see the stuff I have right now. This is not someone who just doesn't play Shindo Life. I've been playing Shindo Life for a long time. I've actually played it ever since it was called Shinobi Life 2. I played it on the day it dropped. I was there, okay? I was there from the very beginning. And I've been recording ever since, I think, after 2 weeks of Shinobi Life 2 being out, I started recording. And ever since, it's been my main game on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Fusion Timmy here, and today I am with...
Fusion Bacon.
And we're doing our first Shinobi Life 2 video. Under a lot of we've had so many people suggesting for us to play this game. My entire fan base revolves around Shindo Life. But I really just want to go into discussion and just talk about how I feel about Shindo Life. What do I mean by that? Well, Shindo Life, it's freaking awesome, right? It's got a lot of good content. The combat is amazing. PvP-wise, this game is top tier. You can make all kinds of loadouts. That is why there's so many PvP channels that just do so good in this game. It's because there's so many combos you can make. Like, just for example, this is like the most basic thing ever. But for Riser, just this one bloodline alone, I could stun someone like this and then immediately use my final move, and look how much damage that does. They cannot move, and it does over 100k damage. But you can do even more crazier combos than that. That's like a super basic one. But there is a lot of combos in this game. PvP-wise, this game is awesome. But I really have always felt like Shindo Life has been lacking something. Like at the start, it had this kind of magical feel. Now, hear me out. I know what you're probably thinking right now. If you're like mature at all, you've probably been in a situation where you felt like the game wasn't all that great. Like, you've been playing it for a while, and it's not as good as when you first started. And normally, it's because, oh, wow, it's just, you know, it's not as good as when you first begin. When you first start, it's kind of like, you know, walking into a new world. It's kind of like, you know, just seeing what the game is. It's really special, but then you get kind of used to it, and it's not as good. That's not what I'm talking about in this video. This video is nothing like that. This is an issue I think Rogue Games might actually plan on fixing soon. It's not really much of an issue. It's just more of something I would like to see developed. Shindo Life has an amazing system. It's actually starting to become less and less Naruto, it seems. It's starting to actually go into other anime genres, like Demon Slayer, for instance, like what I'm doing. This friggin' Mist style, which, that is the wrong button. The Mist style, which is very cool, by the way. It's very awesome. I love the styles from Demon Slayer. But the problem is, let me just go to my Shindo Life house here, and I'll give you an example. I just used the wrong thing. Oh, this works. This works. This is my Shindo Life house, if you guys didn't know. But if you come out... voice crack. Oh, my God. If you come out of this house, right? And I'm level 1000. You know, that's not hard to actually do. It may take you like an hour or two. I've got all these good moves. That's a big part of the game right there. But then what else is there to do? In this village, what can I do? Grind? That's about it. This is the normal game. The only thing I can do is fight other players or grind. Which I know that's the basic part of Shindo Life. But my only problem is, back when I first begun, I don't know, maybe you guys have been in this spot before, unless you were just handed levels. But I used to do the boss quest, and I thought they were so awesome. Me and my friend Bacon, you guys probably know him. Me and him were both level 500. And we were trying to take on the boss quest, and we didn't have a mode. We had nothing. We were so weak. And doing those boss quests, it was like an achievement whenever we started to beat them. Because whenever we beat one, it was like, oh my gosh. We had to do teamwork. We had to use all of our moves. It took everything to beat that boss. But now, it's just not the same. Fate Spirits can easily be glitched. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, you can easily glitch the bosses. The fights really aren't all that challenging. The moves that you have now make it very broken OP. All I'm trying to say is the boss quests in this game are pointless. They give less XP than the story quest, and they're not as fun. And when you do story quests, for example, there is a boss at the end, but he's not hard either. Like, I could do him at level 1 as long as I have a mode. So what I'm trying to propose here is I would really like to see either some more revamped boss quests, or just some sort of new system where we can fight these insane bosses. Can you imagine if, like, every update or every couple updates, they added a humongous boss that you could beat it, but it'd probably take you a squad of 4. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can solo it, but you have to be a absolute pro. Like, you would still struggle. but it's better done with the team. That seems like a really cool thing I'd like to see. I feel like that's how boss quests were originally, but now at this point, in the game, after all of the updates, boss quests just don't hold up anymore. For instance, you see that boss quest over there? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and complete this. Basically what I'm trying to say is, Shindo Life has all of the mechanics it needs. It has plenty of bloodlines, it has plenty of weapons, plenty of all the stuff that you need, but where's the challenge? And really all there is PvPing with other players, which is awesome, but wouldn't it be funner to like also work with other players, being able to fight stuff? I know there is a war mode. War mode is sort of like that, but even then it's not much of a challenge. And normally it's just more of a hassle because you're trying to fight so many people at once. It's nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible. Now, you'd probably think, well, Timmy, when Tin Tails and stuff spawns, they must be pretty hard, right? 4 million HP. I'll be honest, I never even get like 100,000 damage done to me whenever I'm trying to do those. Like, they are a piece of cake. They are honestly some of the easiest things ever. So basically what I'm saying is, I want something that's OP. Like, you're supposed to die. But if you're skilled enough, you won't. Something like that would be very cool, because we have auto dodges. We can dodge the boss's attack. We can stun the boss. We can do some heavy damage. Our loadouts are so good in this game at this point, most of us pro players, that it's just lagging so bad. Oh god. Oh god, my game's about to crash. Here we go. As I was saying, now that I've reconnected to my game, the bosses in this game really are not hard. Any level, I can beat them. But Shindo Life has given us all of these amazing combos and abilities. That is why. When Shinobi Life 2 first came out, there was not nearly as much, and it was way more of a struggle. But as the days went by, as more updates came in, stuff became easier, the game changed a lot, and that's to be expected. But I think the bosses seriously need to be updated. That's about it. I really just feel like the main problem that Shindo Life has is that it can't keep players playing unless it's just for PvP. People want to get stuff, but that kind of wears off after a while, especially when you already have so many OP things. PvP kind of keeps players, interested. But other than that, there's really not much of a reason to play Shindo Life. There's really not much of a challenge there. But in many, many other anime games on Roblox, or games in general on Roblox, there is people that make games that have bosses in them. I mean, originally Shindo Life was like that too. This guy's just like fighting me on my head. Originally Shindo Life was like that too, but I feel like they've kind of neglected bosses. You don't really see any more world updates. Now it's always just more bloodlines, more bloodlines, more bloodlines, more modes, more sort of weapons. Even Kenjutsu's was kind of like a bloodline, but not. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they really need to work more on their world building. They've already got the map made. The map looks great, but it's just, I don't even go to the other villages unless it's just to go grab something. Like, if I'm trying to, where'd this guy even go? Where did this man even go? I'm gonna see if I can get him to respawn. I don't even go to the other maps unless it's just to go grab something after it's spawned. Because if it goes and it spawns, oh yeah, I just got a Dune's Fate Spirit. I don't know. That's about the only reason I'd go to the Dune's Village. Other than that, there's no reason for me to go there. There's no special boss for me to go fight. There's nothing. And I mean, yeah, you could probably be like, okay, well, Timmy, there's Tailed Spirits. These days, Tailed Spirits are 1 out of 10 chances. They're not hard to come by. And, like, right there, I just beat this guy. But they're 1 out of 10 chances. They're not hard to come by. And honestly, you can get one super easy. On your own or with other people. They're not even hard to fight. You could beat them. The time limit on them has nearly tripled. Like, the time that it used to take would be like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of spawning. Now it's like 30 minutes. So even if you're weak, you have plenty of time to kill it. The only challenge then is just trying to get the money to grab it and being a high enough level. But seriously, what happened to the challenge? Like, there's not much of a challenge anymore. I would love to play this game more, but the only reason I hop on is to make videos, to check out the new updates, which are usually like Bloodline showcases and stuff, and maybe to PvP with friends. But that's it. After that, I log off. And that stuff goes by very, very fast. But now, if they added like a certain boss or a couple bosses to every village that were like for different skill levels, like, like easy, medium, hard, ultra hard, friggin' certain events that happen in the server at certain times of day that just are catastrophes. I don't know, something like that would be really awesome. Because I know I would love to get a group of friends together and be like, look, we're going to go fight this incredibly tough boss. I don't even know if we can beat it. But if we do beat it, we might get some sort of reward. It definitely has to have a reward behind it. Because I feel like that's something that was overlooked when they made one of the modes. I forgot what it's called. It's like the Great War mode. I think that's what it's called. It's like where you literally have to fight like all the tailed spirits, tons of ninjas. But the thing is the reward was not worth it at all. So like you can go through it, but it was not worth the reward at all. It's just something you can go do. There's no reward behind it, so no one's actually gonna do it. But if they make there be some rewards, whatever it be, like I don't care if they make like a fragment system where it's like, okay, you kill the boss so many times, you get a couple drops, and eventually you can use all of those drops to make something or get something. That would be a cool way. Or a spawn location chance, kind of like what they did with Ten Tails, but it's just like bosses that you could just casually do around the map. I don't know, that'd just be really cool to me. It just feels like it'd be a lot more fun. The world feels kind of dead now. Really, the only thing I would log on to do in this map is just do story quest. And then the other maps, the only reason I go to them is straight up to go get certain things that have spawned. But once you have all that, you're literally just going to log on to PvP, maybe check out the update, and then do story missions if you need to to grind the stuff that you got from the update. That's about it. That's literally all this game has amounted to now. But I think the reason why is because they've spent so much time fleshing out this game system, right? Like there's so many weapons, so many I think I can show you right here. There's so many bloodlines and elements in this game that they added, and in every update they add tons, which is amazing. I'm glad that they do it so consistently, but I feel like they've neglected some of the map. I feel like they've neglected some of the game itself, like the reasoning behind wanting to play, and I feel like that's a big reason of why Shindo Life would drop from 120k players to 60k now. 60k to 70k on a good day, and it used to be way higher. Now, I will admit, it's gotten better from what it used to be. There was a time where it went down to 30k, and it was getting pretty bad, but Shindo Life managed to pull back. But I feel like the reason why is because a lot of people just didn't have a reason to log on anymore. At least that was my case. I didn't really have a reason to keep playing because I'd already gotten everything. Only reason I get on now is to PvP with friends, and then maybe to get some new bloodlines when they come out. Which, yeah, that's probably enough. That's probably enough for real games. But if they really want to go above and beyond and make this game have more consistent players, even more, I genuinely feel like they just need to make a reason for people to log on and play more other than PvP. PvE purposes, some co-op purposes, in the actual map. Not in a different mode, in the actual map. The map I'm in right now, the normal game mode, I feel like they should add like a new boss update. Something like that would be super sick. It would make people just, try and play more. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Will Rail Games ever see this video? Probably not, but I just felt like it was a fun topic to discuss. Tell me what you guys thought about that in the comments. What do you think the Shindo Life needs to change? Is there anything you'd like to see added to Shindo Life? That's basically what I'm talking about now. I do not hate Shindo Life. I'm going to continue to play Shindo Life, and I'm still going to be making videos on it. I keep slipping up in my words. But I was just really hoping that they'll eventually add some sort of boss update, some sort of challenge update that just makes the actual normal game mode more fun. I don't know, there's just not really a reason to go around the map in this, unless it's just for spawning, like stuff that spawns, spawn locations. But that's just my personal opinion. That's the way I see the game, and that's the reason why I wouldn't really want to play much, and that's why a lot of my friends don't really log on much, because there's not a reason to. It's just kind of, there's no cool thing to go fight. It's just PvP with your friends a bit, maybe, level up your stuff, and, yeah, it's about it. So that's just all I see in this game at this point, and that's the reason why I'm not able to be on more than I could. But that was just my my little nitpick there. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the Discord down below. And maybe go check out the merch. I have a whole merch shop that a lot of people have been going to. I just like saying it here and there just for people to go check it out. So yeah, maybe go check that out. We get some awesome merch. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Future Timmy, signing out.
Wavy Flake